Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you can all see me okay. I feel like my camera's so way off, but I can't get it right. This is about as even as I can get it, so hopefully it's not, hopefully it's okay for you. Hopefully you're all feeling okay, had a good night's sleep, ready for the last day of the working week. Okay, we will go ahead and get started. I know Flora's going to let people in as they arrive. So welcome, 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 welcome. My name is Samantha Hale. Welcome back to Well with Samantha. And this month, in collaboration with the IIL, we are going to be focusing on our breath work and our movement. So we are going to be flowing through yoga practice, but really focusing on our breath as we do. So it's really leaning into this concept of one movement, one breath. Hopefully you can all hear me okay. Yeah, should be able to. Focusing on, as I said, this concept of one movement, one breath. So to start with, I'm going to take you through a breathing practice called Nadi Shodhana. We may have done this before, I think, but even if we haven't, I know some of you will have done this before, perhaps in your own practice. And then we're going to flow through a classic Vinyasa yoga practice. And then we're going to end in Śavāsana with coming back to our breath awareness. So when you're ready, bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. Whatever that may feel like for you. And as always, know that you have full autonomy of your body. If something doesn't feel good, don't do it. Come into your happy shape, whatever that may feel like for you. And if you're still not sure what your happy shape is, feel free to try mine, which is wide knee child's pose or kneeling. You have full autonomy of your body. I am simply guiding us through this practice. So comfortable seated position. And just begin by bringing the hands to the knees, closing the eyes if that feels good. Just taking a moment to become aware of your breath. Now, I have put a playlist in the chat box. So if you do like to flow with music in the background, it is in there. If you do want to listen to it, hit play now. That's totally optional. Hands to the knees, closing the eyes if it feels good. Bringing your awareness to your breath. I'm just taking a moment here, just to arrive in this space. Palms up or down on the knees, whatever feels good. Just drawing the gaze inwards and maybe setting yourself an intention either for this practice or for the day. Perhaps a feeling you would like to cultivate as you move throughout your day, perhaps something you would like to take into your day, perhaps an affirmation. Then bringing your awareness to your right hand. I'm not going to mirror you for this. It becomes very confusing for me if I do. So it probably looks like I'm using my left hand, but I am using my right. So awareness to the right hand. Now, if you want, you can watch me as I demo Nadi Shodhana. But if you're comfortable, you can continue with your own practice. So awareness to the right hand, in particular the two peace fingers, the index finger and the middle finger. And we're going to bring those two fingers to the forehead and glide them down to that space just above the brows. And we're going to take our ring finger and place it on the left nostril. Now, when we do this practice, we are going to close off that nostril. If you don't like how that feels, simply rest the ring finger on the bridge of the nose. Focus on the intention of breathing in and out through one nostril. And then we're going to take an inhale through the right nostril. Closing it with the thumb, releasing left, exhale through left. Take an inhale through left. Close left, release right, exhale through right. And that's one round. So we're going to take a few more rounds here together. Take an inhale through the right nostril. Pause, release left, exhale. Inhale through left. Pause, release right, exhale. Inhale through right. Pause, release left, exhale. Inhale through left. Pause, release right, exhale. And take 5 more rounds here at your own pace. So for those of you that have just entered, we are practicing Nadi Shodhana, closing off the left nostril to inhale through right, and then closing off the right nostril to exhale through left. Taking an inhale through right. Pause, close, release left, exhale. Inhale through left. Close, release right, exhale. And that's one round. We're going to take 3 more here at your own pace. When you come to the end of that final exhale, release that right hand down to the right knee. Perhaps palms up this time. Keeping the eyes closed and just taking a moment to notice how you feel. Nadi Shodhana is a very balancing breath, called alternate nostril breathing as well. Allows us to bring a sense of balance to the breath, balance to the body, by bringing that balance to the nostrils and how we breathe, so that neither is the more dominant. So just coming back to your natural rhythm, noticing how you feel, noticing how your rhythm of breath feels. And taking a big inhale through the nose, arms to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the hands back down, palms down. Inhale, arms come up. Maybe even invite a big stretch here through the spine. As you exhale with a sigh, arms come down, palms down. Maybe make this next one a little bit more audible. Big inhale. And exhale with a big releasing sigh. One more time, take an inhale, bring the arms all the way up to the sky. This time as you exhale, take a twist around to the right. I'm mirroring you this time. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, roll that right shoulder down and away from the ear. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, take the gaze over that right shoulder just a little bit more. So notice how the spine feels here. Notice how the sides of the body feel. And take a breath to the right side of the body. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center, arms to the sky. Exhale, take a twist to the other side. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, roll that left shoulder down and away from the ear. So again, coming back to that concept, one movement, one breath. So inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, set the gaze over that left shoulder just a little bit more. Holding here. Noticing how this twist feels this side. How does the spine feel as we twist on this side? Take the breath to the left side of the body. Inhale. Exhale with a big releasing sigh. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands down through heart center and Jali Mudra. Okay, bring yourself into your tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath those hips. Take a big inhale, lift the head, lift the heart. Exhale, draw the center of the spine towards the sky, gaze down to the mat, the knees or the navel. Inhale, lift the head, lift the heart, allow the belly to relax here. Let the lungs fill with air. Exhale, belly button draws in towards the spine, gaze down. And we're going to take 3 more here at our own pace, moving in time with the breath. Bringing the awareness to the spine, noticing how the spine feels as we inhale through cow and exhale through cat. One more time. Pulling the toes under, lift up into your down dog. Now don't worry so much about those heels touching the ground. This is a back bend. So think about the position of the hands, think about the position of the feet. Think about, do you need to take those feet a little bit further back, create more space in your down dog? Or do you need to bring those feet a little bit closer to the hands so it feels a little bit more narrow? Maybe you need to take the feet a little bit wider towards the long edges. That's totally fine. So just find that place of comfort. And then, like I say, don't worry about the heels touching the ground, okay? I mean, if you can, fine. If you can't, fine. But go to where feels comfortable. Bring a slight bend to the knees, draw the hips skywards. Imagine you want to touch the sky with your butt. Lengthen through the spine. Notice the space between the shoulder blades. Notice how that feels. And then bring the awareness to the hands in particular. Notice where your weight is. Is it in your wrists, only the heel of the hand? Or can you see how it feels to create a little bit more weight in the top 2 corners of the palm of the hand? And the fingertips as well. The index finger, the pinky, the thumb. Notice how that feels. And either find stillness here or start to take that dog for a little walk. You can go as quickly or as slowly as you like, but remember, we're not in a rush. And we're going to start to walk those feet in towards the hands, coming towards the top of our mat, hanging low in our full forward fold. You can bring the hands to the ground if you want, or hold on to the opposite elbows. Let the head, neck and shoulders and relax here. Taking the breath to the back of the body, inhale. Exhale, melt a little bit more, slight bend to the knees. Try not to lock those knees out. One more time. Exhale. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae, head, neck and shoulders come up last. Shoulders roll back and down. Palms face forward, stand tall in your Tadasana. Take a big inhale here. Exhale. Okay, we're gonna have a little play here. So root down through that left foot. Draw the right knee up into a 90-degree angle. Keeping that right foot flexed. Take an inhale, and as you do, we're going to hinge forwards at the hips. Now, if you've got a wall nearby, you can totally hold onto the wall. Keeping the hands together at the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Extend that right foot behind. If that foot needs to come down to the ground, that's totally cool. If you can keep it raised, also cool. It's first thing in the morning, embrace those wobbles. It's okay if your balance is off. Those wobbles are wonderful. Keep a slight bend to that left knee. Take an inhale here. Exhale. See how it feels to bring that right foot towards the ground. Bring yourself back to that standing position. Right knee back to that 90-degree angle. Holding here. Now we're either going to step or bunny hop to face the long edge of the mat. See how that feels. And we're going to step out that right foot into our goddess. Bring those arms all the way out. Take a big inhale into 5-pointed star. Exhale down into goddess. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess. Cactus arms. 3 more here. Move into time with the breath. Not too quick. We're not in a rush. Holding here. We're going to hold here. Pivot and face the back of your mat. Bring the arms all the way up into your high lunge. Both feet facing that short edge at the back of the mat. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. And we can stay here if we want, or we can take a twist to the right, holding here, or if it feels good, take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Gaze can go down to the big toe, over the hands, or over the right shoulder. And take the breath to the left side of the body. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. One more time. On your next inhale, unravel. Bring yourself all the way up to your high lunge. Exhale, frame that front foot. Step back to your plank. Drop the knees. Exhale, come down through Chaturanga. Inhale, rise up through Cobra. This is your Vinyasa. Lift back into your down dog. Taking that dog for a little walk here. And we're going to do that again, bringing us back to the top of the mat. So walk the feet in towards the hands. Slowly roll all the way up to standing into your Tadasana. Root down through the feet, palms face forward. Stand tall in your mountain pose here. Chest open. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Inhale, lift that right knee into your 90-degree angle. We're going to hinge at the hips. We're going to take it back for warrior 3. Those hands can stay in Anjali Mudra, or you can bring them all the way out in front here if you want to. Go to where feels good this morning. Remember that right foot can come to the ground. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, find your way back to your standing position. Right knee in that 90-degree angle. We're either going to step or bunny hop to face the long edge of the mat. Embrace those wobbles. Step that right foot out into goddess. So I've got my back to you. That's okay. You've probably had your back to me, or you will have your back to me at some point. Take an inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess. 3 more here. One movement, one breath. Inhale. Exhale. Holding here, we're going to pivot to face the top of the mat. So hopefully you've done a whole 360 circle. Arms to the sky. Going to come into that twist. Exhale, hands down through heart center, Anjali Mudra. Stay here if you want to, or come into your twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Gaze wherever helps you feel most stable, most comfortable. Take an inhale to the left side of the body. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, start to unravel. Bring yourself all the way back up to your high lunge. Exhale, frame that front foot. We're going to step back to our high plank. We're either going to vinyasa our way through, back to down dog, or hang out in child's pose if you want to, or go straight back to down dog. Take a moment here. Take a breather. And if you're in your child's pose, let's all meet in our down dog. We're going to take it on the other side. Left leg. Bring yourself all the way up to your standing position. Come all the way up to your Tadasana, holding here. Hands together in Anjali Mudra. Left foot in that 90-degree angle, foot flexed, hinging forwards at the hips, taking that left foot behind. Holding here. Now, if it feels good, we can stay here, or we can take the arms behind here, almost like taking flight. Focus on one spot, the belly button draws in, that helps with stability. But remember, we have walls. Walls are magic, they're great. You can hold on to them if you need to. Embrace those wobbles. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, find your way all the way back to standing. Left knee at your 90-degree angle. Bunny hop to the left. Long edge of the mat. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step out into your goddess. Arms here. We're going to play around in our goddess here. So we're going to stay here in this goddess, and we're going to pulse down for 5. Pulsing down as you exhale. Inhale halfway up. Okay. Exhale down. Inhale lift. Last one. Pivot to face the back of the mat. Hands to the sky. High lunge. Holding here. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Coming into that twist if you want to. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Gaze over the left shoulder, Or the hands or down to that left foot. Take a big inhale here. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, start to unravel. Come back to your high lunge. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Come and frame that front foot. Step back into your plank. And either vinyasa your way through, back to down dog, or hang out in your child's pose, or your down dog. And slowly walking the feet in towards the hands. Hang low in your full forward fold for a moment. Slowly roll all the way up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae, head, neck, and shoulders come up last. Shoulders roll back and down. Palms face forward, stand tall. Let's complete our circle the other way around. So hands to heart center. Draw the left knee in towards the chest, 90-degree angle. Flex the foot. Hinge forwards at the hips. Extend that left leg back. Root down through the right foot. Hands can stay in Anjali Mudra or take them behind, like you're taking flight. Go to where feels good this morning. Take an inhale. As you exhale, find your way back to your standing position with that left knee in that 90-degree angle. We're going to bunny hop to the left, long edge of the mat. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step out into your goddess, holding here. Cactus arms. Take an inhale. Exhale, we're going to go down through a pulse Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Take 3 more here at your own pace. 1 movement, 1 breath. Holding here. Pivot to the left. High lunge, top of the mat, hopefully. Hopefully I've cued you okay and you've made it back. Arms to the sky. Holding here, or bring the hands down through heart center and Anjali Mudra as you exhale. And either stay here in your high lunge or take a twist. Coming around to the left. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Gaze wherever helps you feel most stable. Most comfortable. Breathing into the right side of the body. Exhale. 1 more time. On your next inhale, start to unravel, come all the way back up to your high lunge. Exhale, frame that front foot, step back to your plank. Vinyasa your way through to down dog, or hang out in child's pose, or go straight back to down dog. And let's all meet in our down dog here. Take a moment here. Taking that dog for a little walk. And slowly walking those feet back towards the top of the mat. Hang low in your full forward fold. We're going to do another round. 1 movement, 1 breath. I'm going to add in some layers. Okay. Taking an inhale, half lift. Exhale. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae. Take a moment here, stand tall in your Tadasana. Right side, so root down through the left foot, right knee in towards the chest, 90-degree angle. Palms down by the sides this time, facing forwards. If you prefer Anjali Mudra, you can go here. Option, hands by the sides. Take an inhale as you exhale, hinge forwards at the hips. Those hands are going to stay by the sides of the body. Extend that right leg behind. Holding here. Take an inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands together at the heart center. We're going to bend our left knee. So we're almost like squatting on that one leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. 1 more time. Lift. This time we're going to step straight back to our high lunge, arms to the sky. Dropping that back knee down towards the ground, hover, hinge, pivot, come into your goddess. Holding here. Inhale, open into 5-pointed star. Exhale into your goddess. Holding here, we're going to pulse this time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. We're going to pivot and turn to the back of the mat, arms to the sky. Holding here. Coming into the twist if you want to, or stay in your high lunge. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Take a big inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, start to unravel. Arms to the sky. Exhale, frame that front foot. Step back to your high plank. Drop the knees if you want to. Either go back to your child's pose, hang out there, or your down dog, or vinyasa your way through. Take it back into your down dog. Bring the feet in towards the hands, hang low in your full forward fold just for a moment. Slowly roll all the way up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae, head, neck and shoulders come up last, shoulders roll back and down, back to your Tadasana. Right foot again, root down through the left foot. Bring that right knee into your table foot, foot flexed. Hinging at the hips. Coming into warrior 3. Right foot goes back. Arms stay by the sides of the body. Belly button draws in. towards the spine. We're going to squat down, bending that left knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to step back to our high lunge, arms to the sky, pivot and face the long edge of the mat on the other side. So I've got my back to you. You might have your back to me, that's fine. Take an inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess, cactus arms. We're going to pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You might remember this from our Pilates workouts. Pivot to face the top of the mat, coming back to your high lunge, hands down through heart center as you exhale, Anjali Mudra. Options, stay here, or left elbow to the outside of the right knee for the twist. Breath to the left side of the body. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, unravel. Arms to the sky. Exhale, frame that front foot. Step back to your plank. Either drop the knees, come into child's pose, or vinyasa your way through. Lifting back into down dog. Take a moment to hang out here. If you're in child's pose, stay there a moment, that's fine. There's no need to rush. Take a moment, come back to your breath, come back into your body. Let's all meet in our down dog, walking the feet in towards the hands for the last half of our last round. Rolling all the way up to standing. Nice, okay, so left side. Root down through the right foot, left knee into your tabletop. Exhale, hinge forwards at the hips. Arms are going to stay by the sides. Take it back to warrior 3. Bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra at heart center. If it feels more comfortable, we're going to bend that right knee down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back to your high lunge, arms to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, pivot to the back of the mat into your goddess. Arms are still to the sky. We inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, down to goddess. We're going to pulse here, kind of like those plie pulses from our Pilates for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding here, pivot to face the back of the mat, back to your high lunge, hands down through heart center, Anjali Mudra. Stay here if you want to, or take the twist, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Extend that back leg behind if that helps to feel more comfortable. Gaze where it helps you feel most stable. Notice how the body feels. Remember, don't force it. Remember what I said at the start of the practice. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Take a breath. Exhale. Inhale, start to unravel back to your high lunge. Exhale, frame that front foot, step back to your plank. Either hang out in down dog or child's pose or vinyasa your way through. Taking that dog for a little walk. Let's all meet in our down dog. Start to walk the feet in towards the hands. And low in your full forward fold. Take an inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing vertebrae by vertebrae. Head, neck and shoulders come at last. Shoulders roll back and down. Palms face forwards. Left knee comes in towards the chest, 90 degrees. Root down through the right foot. Take yourself back to your warrior 3. Virabhadrasana. Holding here. Embrace the wobbles. If it feels good, stay here, or hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. We're going to squat, kind of like a little squat if you like, but bending that right knee. Take it down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Step back to your high lunge, arms to the sky. Pivot to face the long edge of the mat. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess. Holding here, we're going to pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding here, we're going to pivot to face the top of the mat. And hopefully we are all facing the top of the mat. Exhale, hands down through heart center, holding here. If it feels good, stay here or come into the twist. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Gaze wherever helps you feel most comfortable, most stable. Take a big inhale to the right side of the body. Exhale. One more time. Unravel on your next inhale. Back to your high lunge, arms to the sky. Exhale, frame that front foot, step back to your plank, and either vinyasa your way through or hang out in child's pose or down dog. And let's all meet in our down dog here. Bringing those feet together. You can either step or hop the feet through to a seated position, whatever feels good for you. Hug those knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug here. Take a moment, just notice how the body feels. Maybe even drop the head down to the knees if that feels comfortable. Take a breath. If you need to bring yourself a little bit further forwards on your mat, please do. And bringing the feet completely down to the ground so they're totally flat. You can either hold on to the thighs for this. We're going to take ourselves down to our backs, or arms straight out in front. We're going to slowly roll down all the way down to our backs. And when we get there, hug the knees into the chest. Hands to the knees, start to draw some knee circles here. Doesn't matter which direction, they're just opposing circles. Imagine that you're almost drawing like a figure of 8. And change direction. And if it feels good, stay here, hugging those knees into the chest, or grasp onto the soles of the feet for a happy baby. If it feels good, close the eyes, maybe take a gentle sway from side to side, or find peace in the stillness here. And slowly, slowly bringing those feet down to the ground. You can either bring the soles of the feet together so the knees drop out, or feet to the long edges of the mat so the knees drop in to support one another, or extend those legs completely. The Śavāsana. Bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Closing the eyes if it feels comfortable. Taking a moment to bring your awareness back to your breath. Noticing where it's landing, how it feels. Your own natural rhythm of breathing. And noticing how your breath felt as you flowed through that vinyasa. A little bit different, that vinyasa, to what we've done before. Hopefully fun though. Just noticing, were there any points where you felt resistance? Any parts where you felt great comfort and ease? Notice them, be aware of them. Then notice your thoughts, beliefs, and judgments around them. Watch them come into your mind, welcome them in, acknowledge them. Observe them, one by one. And then as you do this, notice how they begin to lose their power. They dissipate, they melt away. Because you're observing them as separate from you. And in this way, it can sometimes make it easier to let them go, rather than allow yourself to be taken off on a wild goose chase. Because when we observe them like that, we'll give ourselves permission to notice if there's actually any truth in them, or if it's just the lies that we tell ourselves. And then come back to your natural rhythm of breathing, watching the torso rise and fall with every inhale and every exhale. Noticing where in your breath now you feel comfort, ease, as well as discomfort and resistance. Taking a few moments here for yourself in Śavāsana. And slowly, slowly invite the inhale to deepen, the exhale to lengthen. Stretching the legs long, arms overhead. Perhaps even invite a yawn here. And in your own time, in your own way, find yourself up to a comfortable seated position, whatever that may feel like for you. And when you get there, bring your hands together at your heart center. Start to rub the palms together. Feel that warmth, heat, and energy build. Placing the hands over the eyes, feel that warmth, heat, and energy resonate throughout your entire body. And as you do, take a moment to come back to your intention that you set yourself at the start of this practice. Keeping the eyes closed, start to draw the hands away. Place them one on top of the other at your heart center. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale everything out with a sigh. And as we do, we say thank you to the Krishnamacharya and Iyengar lineage of yoga, and to all of the teachers and practitioners who came before us. Thank you so much for your practice this morning. I hope that you enjoyed this vinyasa. We, as always, are doing this in collaboration with Barking Food Bank. I think Flora has just added in the link So if you're able to donate, if you are in a position to be able to do that, that would be awesome. But I hope that you enjoyed this morning's practice. As always, your feedback is always welcome. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. If you have any questions at all, please just pop them in the chat box or hang around at the end if you want to. You are more than welcome, Andrew. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining us, Catherine. Hope you enjoyed it. You're welcome. You're welcome, Carol. I'm glad you enjoyed it. A little bit different. Thank you, Byron. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You're welcome, Christopher. Thank you for joining us. Catherine. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Oh, awesome. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Brilliant. Thank you.